inconvenience drink you've ever had.
All right. I don't say anything because I just want to like freak them out for a second. Oh, guys, I don't know. Oh God, I'm gonna have to. Okay, I'm gonna run outside and peek them out, and I make gang noises all the way outside. And I do a bluff check.
19. You do seem like this is causing you to retch, and as you begin to do so, the owner of the inn says, "Oh, we got another one," and he like clicks his fingers, and the sort of armored pretend Miani comes out with a piece of paper that says voucher on it, and a steaming meat bowl of something. There's like something in a bowl is meaty. I'm not sure what kind of meat. Comes out and says, "We're very sorry for the inconvenience. Occasionally, the magic drinks get the better of us. Not everyone's made to consume magic."
Okay. I just bewildered by this entire experience. I was just gonna play a joke, like, I just go, all right, yeah, no problem, and I just recede to the corner for a second. Confusing.
Beautiful.
This is very confusing.
So I avoid the drinks, seeing like the
Ditto.
near bonding experience, and I wander over to where the Peter is playing his songs, and in a proud voice I sing out, "Here I come to save the day." A bit of Mighty Mouse, of course, because that's the closest thing the rats I can come up with. I shout up to Peter, "What are you playing?"
And he sort of like goes, this. He stops playing, which is almost a sigh of relief to everyone inside the building. He sort of like pulls out this bit of paper that seems to be like just kind of crappily scribbled, and seems to have been made by someone who knows very little about music. And it says, the Enchanting Rat, I don't know, ballad. Would you like to show him up one, or?
I mean, right, that's what came to mind. I'd like to take his place on the stage, stand up next to him, and say, "Number 2, you play backup." And I hurry on the hurdy-gurdy and
Beautiful.
play what I can to amuse and delight one and all.
All right, sweet. Go ahead and do a perform check. +1, don't forget, with your beautiful masterwork crank.
So, perform check. Here we go. This is not with the +1 yet.
Okay. Oh, you rolled a nat 20. So you begin playing music that begins to move everyone inside. An eerie calm comes over the people listening. The rats on the floor that were skittering about in such a sort of frantic fashion begin to sort of glide across the floor in a slow and sort of almost dancing motion. As you begin playing, it seems the rest of the bar falls in line and becomes part of the experience. Almost as if you knew when that person was going to set down their cup and make a sound as they did so, it worked into the beat of the music. The whole place becomes a musically organic perfection. Until our backup begins to play. He sat there a moment beginning to try to understand the complexity of what you were doing, and pales in comparison. His sort of violin squeaks in comparison. It becomes painfully apparent it is untuned. He even begins to try a lyric or two, and they just turn out to be cheap limericks that he heard somewhere about a big-chested lady in Bhutanku. It begins to ruin the experience, and until he feels ashamed enough to stop.
It was a nice moment. Yeah, and the song I was singing, of course, was "Send in the Clones" in honor of all of us being okay. Good.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, so that was that. Miani, do you have anything to say about this sort of this lady delivering food? Do you want to punch her out, take her place or at all? Do you want to show her up?
I'm no wench.
You're no wench. You should walk up to her and say that.
You know.
Walk up to her, call her a hussy.
Hussy, Scarlet.
I mean, if they're trying to portray me, I mean, I'm offended, but I'm not gonna wave my sword around and tell people that they're idiots and retarded or anything.
Possibly a wise choice.
What sword is that?
Oh crap!
Oh,
Yours.
no, she got a new sword though.
I'm not gonna wave Peter's sword around.
She did find a new sword.
I did
remember?
find a regular long sword in that stash of loot.
You could give back his sword at any given point.
Here, I will ignore
busy right now.
Miani and
Right.
go give my Peter's rapier back to him.
So Ray Peter.
Yeah.
So Morphos, what are you up to? You got any plans here? More drinks?
He's drinking and then probably gonna start a fight with fake Cargill.
Awesome. So that's gonna happen. You begin drinking. You do not have to pay. He doesn't ask you. He just, what do you want, and he gives it to you.
Okay, well, I'd like to ask for so Cargill will sit there and says that crap too sweet. Yeah, Cargill want whiskey.
Yes, hard rye. Okay, cool. So he pours he says, do you want it on the rocks?
No, rocks are hard. Break teeth.
Right. And he puts down the drink and the wizard's begin like he's starting to like wiggle his fingers at it. Do you mind? Do you stop him?
Well, yeah, I want just regular whiskey. I don't want that magic crap.
So you say no glow, please?
Yeah, just I daintily slap his hand.
And he goes. He doesn't seem to want to argue with you. You go ahead now. You got to drink that. Locke, you got anything you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna just, I guess, I got a bowl of meat. And a
yeah.
voucher. Okay. What does the voucher say on it?
Redeemable for 1 meal or drink at the Glowing Rat.
Okay, cool. All right. I just look at the meat and just kind of like place it on wherever it was sitting because I don't care. And then I just walk by a kid and I go like, here you go. And I give him the voucher because I don't care.
He says, oh yes, I can get a glowing blah 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 rat burger.
Yeah, knock yourself out. And then I'm just kind of like determined to go to the counter and talk to this sorcerer of such, he calls himself. And I just go up and go, hey!
He seems very startled and, yes? What would you like?
I know you're doing bullshit right now. I know it.
He says,
stop it.
No, I am quite the capable magician. And,
No, you're bringing all of us spellcasters down. This crap.
Wait, so I'm standing right there, right? Because I was just getting a whiskey.
Yeah.
I guess if you want.
Yeah.
I turn to Locke and I say, well, him full of shit?
Oh, God. Yeah, he is. This is petty magic. This is like blowing balloons.
He sort of goes like, look, man, I'm just trying to make a living, man. I'm just trying to do what I gotta do.
All right, I go like, listen, buddy, that's fine. I understand. Take off the robes.
You told him to take off the robes?
Take off the robes.
Whoa, Cargill not sure he want to go down this road with you.
He sort of looks
Robes
at
belong to real wizards and sorcerers. Take off the robes.
he looks over at the bartender, not at the bartender, the owner of the inn, and the owner of the inn's like he's done something wrong, and like he says, take that off right now. You're upsetting him.
And I give him the cape I found in the cave. You can wear this silly ass cape.
Oh, all right. Okay.
I'm just upset.
You're just upset?
Yeah, that's
All right.
why. I'm
Cool.
embarrassing.
Having a bad time.
So you give him this cape. Wow. Okay. All right. So
I imagine it to be just an awful bright yellow, if we can.
It's actually an awful bright yellow on the underside. On the upper side, it's a velvety red.
Okay, good. That's good for me. Yep. That works.
So you sort of give him this cape. He takes off the robe, which actually now that he takes it off, and you can see it, the bottom part raised up from the bar. It was embroidered with various stars and moons. He sort of takes it off and sets it aside. He seems to be wearing what is actually like a farmer's outfit. Actually, his knees are actually caked with mud. He's just a farmer, and he puts on the cape, and he looks
There. Much better.
he does look a little bit better. He looks like a real person wearing a cape.
He looks like the fanciest farmer ever.
Yeah.
And I asked for one of his magical drinks.
He says, absolutely, and he just sort of like puts down a drink, and he puts like 4 different bottles in there, and he stirs it up.
I taunt him because I'm just being a bully at this point.
He mixes a few drinks, and he just sort of like looks so sad about it, and sort of puts it down and slides it towards you, and says, I'm sorry.
I just say nothing. And go.
So you look at your drink.
I want to follow Locke, but I'm gonna flick the bartender's ear before we go in.
He's sort of like you flick his ear, and he just sits there going,
Oh my god.
and you sort of walk away. You
I
look
like
at the
it
drink,
here.
and he's crafted a drink that has multiple layers. You can see some deep reds on the bottom. You can see a clear layer, a glowing layer, a different color glowing layer. You can see various layers in this sort of tumbler glass of various liquids that he's poured in there. Would you actually drink it, or do you just?
No, I'm not gonna drink it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put it on a table and keep walking.
I'll pick it up and drink it.
Cargill, you pick it up and drink it. The consistency of this drink surprises you. Almost as do you drink it in one whole, or do you sip it and go?
Do I seem like the sippy type?
I asked. You drink it in one whole, and you're surprised to find that each and every single layer that comes in contact with your tongue provides a roller coaster of flavor. It rolls across your tongue, and you're sort of surprised with this delightfully hard, smoky finish. You can almost taste the oaken barrel of the whiskey that was on the bottom layer. You can taste the sweet and tartness and the richness of some of that other earlier drink, but it also works so well with the slight citrusy orange rind booze in the middle layer. I mean, it just wraps together, and you were thoroughly don't give a damn because you're Cargill, but it was amazing.
No, I absolutely do. Now you're never getting me out of this bar. The bartender's freaking Bobby Flay. Like I'm. That's...
Wonderful. So we've experienced this bar. You guys have come back to find a bar that you guys have affected, a situation in the world that you guys didn't expect to find, but it was something that you guys almost had a hand in creating. And I'm sure you guys are all done with this bar. What would you guys actually like to do?
I mean, I wanted to take the fake Peter under my wing and encourage him and help him grow into a glorious way by singing, let's start at the very beginning, a very good place to start. With reading, you begin with ABC. With notes, you begin with you're not me. You're not me.
Oh, you don't have to roll for that. That was a nat 20. Oh, that was wonderful. Thank you so much. See, I mean, you actually teach this guy a few things, and before the bar experience is done, he's actually vaguely more competent as a musician. So well
Excellent.
done.
I'm so glad. Thank you.
So what would you guys like to do? Is there a thing you'd like to try and do? Information you'd like to find, or are you guys rather spend the rest of the campaign here?
So Cargill's been drinking for a while now. Is it affecting him at all? Like, is he getting drunk off of this stuff, or is this purely just illusory and it's not doing anything to him?
Well, you have one effect no matter what, but let me to determine the full scope of the effects. Would you please roll a Constitution. Constitution check. 21. Perfect. You're definitely able to deal with the booze. You might be feeling a buzz arriving. You haven't been drinking solidly one drink after the other insanely. You've had maybe 2 or 3 drinks so far. Really not that bad. It might catch up to you, but right now, the most effect you feel is you've had a couple of really sugary drinks, and your heart seems to be like pumping a little bit, and you seem to be like ready to go. You seem hyper, for all lack of words.
I should go get my sandal back then. From the guy at the door.
From the guy at the door?
Yeah, fake Cargill.
Yeah, you go over to fake Cargill.
You got my sandal.
And he says, I am Cargo.
Right, sandal.
It's this my sandal. He refuses.
I'm gonna intimidate him.
Wait. Can you tell which sandal Cargill had before? Like
Which sandal?
Left or right?
I'm sure he knows.
Yeah, it was the left
one.
sandal.
Yeah, it was the left one.
Okay.
I gotta be watching this.
You're watching this. Okay, cool.
I wanna like, no, my sandal.
No, he's upset. Did you roll an intimidation check?
I did not.
Intimidate, 11. He says, no, this is mine.
I'm going to take it forcibly then.
All right, so go ahead and I suppose it's a strength check.
Here we go.
Versus
like
this
before.
guy. Strength check, 21. All right, so you managed to grab this guy's sandal off his neck. I mean, you're yanking it off the neck, which he doesn't seem to be able to stop you from doing. So he's sort of yank it, and his head like gets yanked down with it. It doesn't seem to actually come off. It seems to be rather nicely tied. It seems to be a sort of trait orcs have to randomly tie things well.
Well, then I would have to put my foot against his chest.
All right. Yet another strength check, please.
This is so horrible.
This is wonderful. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
First sandal.
This is even the right.
So
sandal.
he pulls back at you. He grabs your shirt and yanks at you, and you both tumble into the ground in front of the inn. Instead of being like on top of actual people, you manage to sort of everyone clears out of the way right and quick when 2 orcs start wrestling. And the owner of the inn rushes out, all surprised and angry looking, and goes, "Who wants to bet who wins?" And he starts trying to broker bets and such. I
put 50 on Cargill.
You put 50 on, put 50 on Cargill? Awesome. So there you are. There you are.
The odds?
The odds?
What are the odds?
I have no idea. They're both Cargill, dude. Like,
They're both
50.
Cargill.
What do you want?
So may I join the fray and grab our Cargill and yell at him? They're actors. It's not your sandal.
You really want to grab a tipsy fighting orc? Like,
I mean,
If he gets in this bet's off, by the way.
I thought you were the smart one.
All right, so Riz goes up and he says, "Do you actually want to grab him, or do you just want to try and like yell at them?"
like, are they on the ground rolling in circles? Are they like ready for fisticuffs?
I think they're
Can
on
you
the
give me-
ground rolling in circles at this point.
Okay, well, I don't want to get into that. I want to get near to that then and shout "Tally ho, boys!" and such. You know how it goes.
Oh, so you're cheering them on?
No. I want to just not at great danger to myself, because I didn't realize they were already making the Cargill with 2 backs.
Oh dear God. Lovely. Okay, Miani, are you doing anything about this? Are you cool with this?
I mean, am I gonna be able to stop 2 orcs?
Depends on how hard you stab.
I'm not stabbing anybody.
Oh, okay.
Just remember, I'm the one without the sandal.
I mean, this isn't exactly illegal.
No, it's not. So they continue fighting. How about I mean, are you throwing punches yet, or are you just like pulling at each other?
It's getting to the point where if he doesn't give me my damn sandal, like this is gonna turn into a brawl. I want my sandal.
All right,
and as
cool.
far as I'm concerned, that's my sandal.
So make a attack roll, which is your D20 plus your BAB and strength.
My D20 plus my what?
Your base attack bonus. Sorry, BAB is base attack bonus, which is just underneath your grapple check on your character sheet. Should be on the main page. I think it's 4 for you because you're a fighter.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
And then your strength modifier is, is it?
Well, technically, aren't we grappling already?
Yeah, you're already grappling. But now you're gonna punch him, right?
Yeah,
He's not giving it up.
All right, so D20 plus 4.
Yeah, D20 plus 4. Plus a little bit more for your
Oh, figures. I can roll low when I
Right, so
actually
you-
want to do damage.
You roll low, you punch at him, and he sort of like his eyes get wide and he goes, "It's fight time!" And he seems to get very excited. He doesn't seem upset by it as much as he just seems like into it.
Oh, God, he really is me.
He punches at you and whiffs just as badly.
Okay.
What you got? You wanna keep it up? The bets are going. There's cheering happening. There's people spilling glowy drink on the floor.
Yeah, well, I'll punch again if nobody else wants to do anything.
Just a question. Can I put a level 1 spell on the snake, on the familiar?
Oh yeah. What would you want to do?
I want to put Ray of Enfeeblement on the familiar, and then put him down on the ground and have him go over and get fake Cargo.
Yeah, I can make that happen.
That's right. Hedge your bets.
Now that is illegal.
It's only illegal if you get caught.
Exactly. So this is a very good way. Just do this on my sleeve. Just
All right.
pull down to the ground.
So you cast Ray of Enfeeblement, which isn't traditionally a touch spell, but I'm allowing it because it's cool. And you sort of like are able to sort of cast a spell. Now, what fashion are you doing this? I mean, I think this is a somatic spell. Are you not? Is it not?
Sorry.
I was wondering what kind of things you have to do to make this spell happen. Ray of Enfeeblement.
Can I take a second to look at Peter and go, are we gonna do anything about this?
Absolutely. Do that while I look at what spell.
I continue to yell out that they're actors. But turning towards Miani, I say, I don't know what we would do. They seemed in it already. Do you want to get in there? Would Herodias protect you?
I don't know if I stand a chance between two orcs brawling over a sandal.
When you put it
They
like
are much
that.
larger than me.
I have it here. You have it. Okay.
So are you trying to do this low key?
Yes.
Okay, so from the ground, really quick, from the ground you hear, "Actor? Cargo, not actor!"
You not Cargill.
He says, "Neither are you!"
Cargill is Cargill, and I punch him.
Wonderful. They're both caked in mud, and it's actually a little difficult to determine which one is which at this point. So you get a verbal, you have to talk in order to make the spell, and you have to do like a hand motion. So you sort of wiggle your arms for a moment underneath your robe there, like you're trying to adjust yourself.
Probably bring my robe together because the snake's right here.
Oh yeah, just kind of like this, and you sort of like, oh both of my wrists are really itchy at this moment.
I'm itchy with excitement.
And you sort of maybe cough a verbal component here or there.
Yeah, just like I just.
Klaatu Vericta Nictu!
That's too much.
Sorry. So you go ahead and do that, and that sort of faint fog sort of touches your snake. Your snake actually gets smaller for a brief moment, actually almost as if inhabits the spell like that. And you sort of put your arms back to your side, and the snake sort of drops down and begins
Yeah, I imagine him just like kind of going through the robe and
Yeah, through the
sliding
robe.
out the bottom.
Yeah, and he's gonna head over there and touch one of the cargos.
Oh God.
Better touch the right
Black
cargo.
snake is touching things.
So I'm gonna roll this die here, which has a plus, and has a minus, and a blank spot. Okay,
Just not in that order.
not in that order, but whatever. I'm gonna roll this die. If it's a plus, it's the right cargo. If it's a minus, it's our cargo. If it's the blank die, it's whatever the heck I want.
Oh, jeez.
This is great.
That's so two against 1-4 is what he's saying.
All right, so yeah, it go ahead. It slithers through the mud there. Pretty much no one really notices it. They're all looking at the fight. It's just a snake in the mud. And one of the cargols kind of goes "Whoa!" And visibly starts losing the fight instantly, almost as if his stamina ran out. He's unable to do what he does. The fight continues. Our cargo. Why don't you roll a strength check, I suppose?
Strength check.
All right, awesome, beautiful. So you trade blows back and forth, punching each other in the face, in the chest, wherever else you can hit. There's a foot in the head, foot in the side. I mean, you're just beating each other up as wildly as possible with no real aim for anything. And throughout the mud, one Cargill stands cheering, holding the sandal on the rope in one hand. He cheers it up and he goes, "Ah!
Which cargo is it?
It's you, my friend.
It's me?
It's you! You made it!"
Yes. Play.
I spit on cargo on the floor. Me cargo, my sandal.
There's cheering in the crowd. Several people are like, "Ah!" Several people are like, "Oh!" And nobody is really quite sure what happened until you rejoin your friends and they know who actually won.
Big man, have you smelled that thing? Is that in fact your sandal?
I was gonna say.
You attempt to smell it. It smells like mud. You can't smell anything but mud because it's just literally mud in your nose.
Oh, he was right, not my sandal.
Chucks it. Done with that.
Throws it, goes get another drink.
All right, go get another drink.
All right, I gotta talk to the owner about my bet.
All right. So all payouts are given out. You are given 75 gold. Oh yeah. Well, because you gave him 50.
Yeah.
So you got 15 gold back on that.
25.
Oh yeah,
Gold
25.
back?
Sorry.
I got it right. You gotta get that right. I'm just saying.
Just gotta make sure all the spots in the right spot, right?
Yeah.
You gotta make sure. So, gorgeously, beautifully, wonderfully, that occurs. Do you guys want to do anything else?
I went to get another drink, so.
Right. So Miani, I turn to Miani and say, "You still have that ream of cloth, right? I think we should probably figure out who that belonged to. Let the victors enjoy their spoils, but we have work to do."
Yeah, we should go find what's his face.
Oh yeah.
Eisenwolf.
That's what we came here for. Forgot about that.
Awesome. So, do you guys begin talking to people trying to figure out where Eisenwolf's main spot was?
Yeah, there's a whole crowd there who've been cheering on the fight. So let's start asking them if they know this guy since on the mission initially.
Yeah, a couple of people have a couple of answers for you. It's really not hard to find somebody that's seen Eisenwolf. In fact, they saw him not but a couple hours ago. He ran through camp something fierce and left right away. His camp is down here at the bottom. You can see sort of like a very fancy looking tent with a little rug on the bottom left. You guys want to go check that out?
Yeah, let's go.
Who's checking it out and
Yes.
who's drinking?
I'll go with.
I am checking it out.
I like how you said that knowing the answer already.
All right, so Cargill's drinking. The bard's going.
I'm going.
You're going? Okay, cool. I'm sure that I'm sure that
Nobody bothered to get me.
it's your fault for leaving.
Yeah.
So you guys go and check it out, and it seems that this is just a simple tent with very nice rug in there. It seems that there's various fabrics there, articles of clothing laying about. For all looks, it does seem like a it seems like a tailor's like tent. You know, there's just stuff everywhere. But you do see sort of like back in the back of the tent where he like would have his like sleeping gear and stuff like that. Seems to be all disturbed right over there. And you see like some things strewn about, like it's been ransacked or something.